Hi guys, I'm Richard. I'm going to take you through a cool mini band workout today to get those glutes nice and stable, get them firing, get those shoulders firing too, all those external rotators of those shoulders. But before we do that, we're going to go into a little bit of mobility to loosen up the hips first to help ensure that our glutes switch on nicely. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go into, I refer to it as a hip roll. So we're going to start off in the seated position with the heel to knee, okay? And basically you're going to keep your feet still, you're going to rotate around, knee to foot again, and you're going to reach across, leaning over that knee. You feel a nice stretch into your glutes. Come up tall, rotate, and stretch. We're going to go for 10 of these, 5 each side. And 3, 4. Just enjoy that nice stretch. 5. Just mobilizing those hips. 6. Nice movement. 7. 8. Oh, feels good. 9. And 10. Okay, so that should have gone into a nice bit of a glute stretch there. For that, we're going to go and stretch out the adductors. So what we're going to do, we're going to go kneeling on one leg. Okay, one leg's nice and bent on the knee, the other leg's nice and straight. You're going to put your hands down on the floor, so this leg's straight. And what you're going to do, you're going to push your bum back, and as you push your bum back, you should feel a lovely stretch come into that adductor or inner thigh. So we're going to go for 5 of these. Come forward again, release out of it. That takes the stretch out, and as you push your bum back, you feel that nice stretch. 2, and back, and 3, lovely length, and back, and a lot of people need to work on this. 4, and back, and 5, and relax. Beautiful. Swapping over, other side. So nice straight leg, leg bent again. That's very little stretch there. And when you're ready, just push the bum back. Woo! Nice stretch through that adductor and through. We've got 5 of these again. 2, and back. 3, and back. 4, and back. And 5, and back. Alrighty, cool. So that was stretching out the adductors. I definitely feel I got a bit of length back in there. Now we're going to move into the hip flexor stretch. So the typical hip flexor stretch, standing in the sort of lunge position, we're going to focus on a pelvic tilt. So you're going to tuck your tail, you're going to reach up overhead, you're going to rotate your hip back slightly and press through, and you should feel a nice stretch coming through your top of your quad, even right through the midline of the quad, up even into the lower ab area here, and that's where a lot of people will feel that. So a nice stretch up there, we're going to release it down. So remember, tail tuck, push the hips through, and reach, and down. Push the hips back to release the stretch. Tuck the tail, squeeze through, reach. 3, we're doing 5 of these again. Tuck, squeeze through. 4, tuck, squeeze through. Beautiful. So nice length through the front of the chain there. So we've stretched out the glutes, we're stretching out the hip flexors and quads, and we stretched out the adductors. Okay, and those are the key areas that are going to affect your ability to move your hips well. Okay, so same principle again, other leg, then a tail tuck, squeeze through, stretch up, enjoy that nice length, feel that stretch coming through there, and down. Release the stretch. Tuck the tail, push through, and reach. 2, scoop, squeeze. 3, 2 to go. Scoop, squeeze. 4, last one coming up. Squeeze through, squeeze, and 5. Oh, that's a nice good stretch in there. Okay, so that is your mobility routine. I've taken you through one round of that, but once again, if you're feeling stiff and tight through your hips, repeat that 1, 2, 3 times, and that will really get you nice and loose and feel those hips moving nicely and prepping them for your next set, which is superset number 2. Okay, for superset number 2, we've got our mini band now. Now we're going to start firing things up. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put it around my ankles. This is a relatively easy elastic, and therefore I'm using it at the bottom as opposed to just above my knees. Remember, a thicker elastic you'll take above your knees, and the thinner, easier to stretch elastic you take slightly lower down. The longer the lever, the lower down it goes, the easier you need the elastic to be. Okay, so we're going to start with sideways walks. Ideally, try and internally rotate your toes slightly, bow for me slightly, and all we're going to go is we're going to tap and tap. We're going to go for 20 of these. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is to fire up your glutes. 4. Glute medius in particular. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Always keeping tension. 12, 13, 14, 15. Now strong posture. 16. So don't round your back. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yo, straight into my glutes there. From there, we're going to go into leg cycling with the elastics. It's going to get the hip flexors firing up a little bit more, as well as a nice bit of work into the abs. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to just gently put the mini band around the top of your, sort of just below your toes of your feet. Okay, so there's our leg cycling position. We're going to take it up there. We're going to hold that for 10 seconds. So I'm pulling this knee in nice and tight. I'm supporting the weight of my head with my hands, and I'm holding. So I'm going to get this leg to fire, that hip flexor, and getting my abs to fire. Okay, let's keep holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and swap. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and swap. Let's go one more round of each for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm starting to shiver. 3, 2, 1. Last one. And 10. Work hard. 9. Keep the upper body up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Yo, okay. I'm going to give the abs and glutes a moment to recover. Kneeling position. Elastic around your wrists. And we're going to work into a bit of shoulder range of motion and stability and strength. So nice tension in your elastics. Okay, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be reaching up overhead. 1, trying to keep your elbows as straight as you can and working hard into the tension of your elastics. 2, we're going to push for 10 of these. 3, woo, shoulders are already burning. 4, nice thing with elastics, you decide how hard you want to work. 5, nice posture the whole time, head up tall. 6, 4 to go. Keep working. Keep those hands apart. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, okay, nice bit of the external rotators of those shoulders and the posterior delt firing nicely there. Often an area that's neglected. So a nice bit of good way to strengthen up those areas. Okay, so that is our second superset of strength for the glutes and obviously strength for the shoulders. Once again, I've taken you through one round of that, but you can repeat it 2 or 3 times. Give yourself a good hard workout depending on your ability. Now we're moving on to superset number 3. Number 3, what we're going to do, we're going to go into some bridging, speed skaters and bear crawls. So for the bridge position, I actually am going to put this just above my knees, okay, even though it is an easier elastic, but in the bridge position it gives us nice feedback, gets the glute medius firing while we switch on the glute max by lifting up our hips. Okay, so nice distance between your knees as you're doing it. I'm just going to turn sideways here so you can watch my body. Okay, so tension through the elastics, the feet and knees are about shoulder width apart. There's nice tension, and we're going to tuck the tail, lift the hips up in the air. The weight is through my heels. We're going to keep the tension, and we're going to drive. 1, we're going to push for 20 of these. 2, remember, wrap your glutes. 3, try and tuck your tail as you start the movement. 4, so tuck the tail. 5, and squeeze the core in between your buttocks. 6, 7, and always keeping your knees apart. 8, 9, 10. 10 to go, team. 1, 2, 3, 4, tuck the ribs in. 5, get the nice scoop, tuck the tail. 6, my glutes are definitely firing. 7, so this is glute max lifting. 8, and glute medius keeping your knees apart. 9, and 10. Woo, okay. From there, we're going to go into our speed skaters. So we're going to drop the elastic around the ankles again. we're going to stand. And if you've ever watched a speed skater, what you're going to do is you're going to load one leg and you're going to take the other leg out to the side. So we're going to fire the weight-bearing leg, okay? Use your arms as a counterbalance, and we're going to shift, and we're going to push for 15 of these. Here we go. So reach across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to keep the weight in the heel. 6 of the weight-bearing leg. 7. My glutes are definitely on. 8, 9, 10. 5 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yo, absolutely, right into that weight-bearing glutes, okay? And obviously a nice way to also work on balance a little bit, so on that weight-bearing leg. Okay, I'm just giving my glutes a couple seconds to recover there. Okay, team, are we ready? Let's go. And I reach across, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5. Let's go. 5. Work hard. 1. In the glutes. Absolutely. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yo, the double whammy of the glutes definitely gets in there. Final exercise, and we're going to go into a bear crawl, and we're going to once again put the elastic around the wrists. Okay, this is going to give us a nice bit of core work as well as shoulder strength. Okay, so on all fours, you're going to lift the knees just off the floor. And what we're going to do a small walk, and the idea is to lift the left hand and right leg at exactly the same time, and then obviously right hand and left leg. Okay, so we're going to go 8 crawls forward, 8 crawls back. Are you ready, team? Here we go. 1, 2, like you're carrying a plate on your back. 3, 4, be as still as you can. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the hands apart. 5, 6, 7, 8. And back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well done, guys. Yo, that's core, it's shoulders, it's heart rate. Okay, so those are your 3 exercises for Superset 3. Give those a go. Remember to, once again, you decide how many sets of these you want to do. I've taken you through 1 set of everything, but test yourself to 2 or 3 sets of everything. That's going to give you a proper workout.